How you doing? So we're going to talk a little bit about hook tools today. These are the hooks that I make. They are available in my Etsy store on Forest Lakes Treen on Etsy. This one is a 5/16 rod, and it is sharpened pretty simply. We literally just take a little diamond hone, and you can just rub the outside of the bevel. Just nice and easy. Doesn't take much. And if you don't have a little diamond hone, you can take any flat stick and just put a piece of sandpaper to it. You know, this is probably 600 grit sandpaper. Same basic idea. And then to do the inside, if you have a diamond cone, a couple of strokes. And a lot of the sporting goods stores carry something like this, which is just a smaller version, and it's for sharpening fish hooks. So these are about $6 or $7 from any of the catalogs. This one is a little bit more expensive. That one is maybe $6 or $7 at Home Depot or Lowe's. So when I made these, a lot of folks have asked me if I make bigger ones. They want to do bigger work, and you know, the answer for bigger work has always been actually a smaller hook, because you're reaching further over the rest. You don't want a really big bite when you're really deep over the rest. So we take one of these, and it can just go into a simple boring bar, and then you can tighten that down, and now you've got the entire length of the boring bar, and the only thing that cuts is this little tiny hook. And so what I thought would make sense was maybe to show you that, you know, this is something you can potentially hollow. I made this vessel a number of years ago, and as you can see, it's hollowed to about 1/4 of an inch all the way down, and I cut most of it with a hook. This took about 2 hours to cut. So that's it for part 1 of the video. We'll be back in a second. Okay, we're back for part number 2, which is showing you how the hook is going to cut. So a lot of folks try to put a hook in this way, and that won't actually be of any help. The hook is going to be very grabby that way. When you start cutting, you want to be on about center, and you actually want to have the hook facing to the left. If you look at this hook that I use, it's actually facing almost at about 9 o'clock. And as I swing through the cut, I'm going to rotate it up to about maybe 10 o'clock, but no more than that. It doesn't need it. And you'll see, you know, the beauty of having a bevel behind your cut. So I start in the center. You can start to see that shaving come up. And you can see exactly how fine your control is. So in this part, we're gonna recut the bottom of this piece here. I start in the middle. I have the hook facing at about 3 o'clock or 9 o'clock, and I just start working to the right. Left. Building my own blooper reel. And you can see that all you have to do to make a deeper cut is just push a little harder. And when you're ready to make that finish cut, that's all there is to it. So never put the hook straight up. The hook is always facing to the left. You put it into the wood. And just make your cut. And if we can get in tight here, You can see there's a surface that doesn't need any sanding. That's probably a 600 grit surface. Hey folks, this is take two. Didn't want to be one of the dreaded vertical video shooters posted on YouTube. So I'm going to reshoot this real quick. You get an extra 10 seconds of me babbling about vertical video syndrome. And here we go. How to sharpen your hook tools. If you look at the hook, it has been on the grinder for the last time. It never gets sharpened on a grinder again. And the only way we're going to sharpen it is we can take a little diamond paddle and take that diamond paddle or maybe a piece of sandpaper on a little flat stick and just follow that bevel around. Just ever so slightly. It only takes a couple of seconds. And you only need to get this outer corner. This part of the hook up here doesn't actually cut. Then to do the inside, you get one of these little diamond files or maybe a fish hook sharpener from sporting goods store. And just, see if I can get this on camera. Just follow that bevel up. And that's it. You're done. You're back to cutting. Couple of strokes, and you'll take razor shavings, your new favorite hollowing tool for cutting end grain. Hope this has been helpful. Any questions, give me a shout on one of the social media sites or here. Happy to answer them. Thanks.